Here the question is match the columns, right? So Q is smaller than Kc, Q is greater than Kc, Q is equal to Kc, and we have to match. So to match that, first we should know what is this Q. Q we call it as reaction quotient. Q is called as reaction quotient. What is this reaction quotient? For example, if I have a reaction A plus B which is in equilibrium, C plus D, here small letter A, B, C, D are coefficients, then for this the equilibrium constant K, C is written as concentration of C to the power C, concentration of D to the power D divided by concentration of A to the power A, concentration of B to the power B, right? So this is law of chemical equilibrium, right, which is nothing but equilibrium constant. So this is Kc, but when reaction is not at equilibrium, then that Kc, instead of Kc we call it as Q. So Q is nothing but the same concentration of product to the power raised to their stoichiometry divided by concentration of the reactant to the power raised to stoichiometry. So Q is nothing but what? Concentration of product divided by concentration of reactant only, but not at equilibrium. When the reaction reaches equilibrium, at equilibrium, then Q is nothing but Kc. So there is an option where Q is nothing but Kc, that is only when reaction is at equilibrium, means no net reaction occurs. So C should be Q. C should be Q. What about A and B? Listen, see, first option, if Q is greater than Kc, let us assume, what happens? See, Q is greater than Kc. Q is greater means concentration of product is more. If concentration of product is more, listen, if concentration of product is more, reaction starts shifting towards left direction. Left direction means towards reactant, that is backward direction. When Q is greater than Kc, the reaction will be backward direction. So if you see the option Q is greater than Kc, this is the option. So it should move towards left side. Left side means reactant side, backward direction. So right to left. So B option should be what? B option should be P. Then we are left with only A. A is what? A is Q then. What is A? A is Q is smaller than Kc. Second option. Listen. If Q is smaller than Kc, if Q is smaller than Kc, listen. So what is Kc? Kc is nothing but concentration of product, right? See, if Q is smaller means concentration of product is smaller. Why? Concentration of reactant will be more, because product divided by reactant it is. If product concentration increases, Q will keep on decreasing. So reactant concentration increases, Q will keep on decreasing, right? Because Q is product divided by reactant. So here Q is smaller. Q is smaller means what? Reactant concentration is more. If we know that if reactant concentration is more, as reactant concentration increases, the equilibrium starts shifting towards right direction, that is forward direction. So whenever this Q is smaller than Kc, the net reaction moves towards left to right, means forward direction towards product side. So A should be Q. So this option, if I search AQ, right, BP and CR, that is fourth option. Thank you.